What's going on, plugins? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the Kentucky versus Alabama game. Before we get into this video, make sure you drop a like. And if you're new here, sub to the channel and become a part of the family. Now let's get into the video. Kentucky entered the game against Alabama with the mindset that this is a must-win game. They suffered a heartbreak loss against LSU in the final seconds after what seemed to be a game-winning shot by Robert Dillingham. Rott was cooking that game, dropping 23 points. Kentucky losing this game was sad, so going into this game against Alabama, they had to bounce back and win, and they did just that in a dominating fashion. They played some of the best basketball of the season. They beat Alabama 117-95. At one point in this game, they were up by 30 points, but they still let Alabama score over 90 points, which is concerning. Kentucky was up so much in the second half, they took their foot off the gas on defense. But I don't want Kentucky getting in the habit of doing this. Yeah, they won the game, but it was a few games this season that they had some big leads and they got lazy on defense and let some teams make a comeback. Moving forward, when they get these big leads, they need to keep their foot on the gas and keep scoring and playing hard on defense, because if they play with that mentality, no team in the country will be able to compete with them. Kentucky played great defense this game. The biggest question going into this game is if they can stop Alabama from three. They're one of the best three-point shooting teams in the country, and we all know Kentucky's bad on defense, so most people assume that Alabama was going to light it up from three. But they only made 6 threes and they shot 35%, so Kentucky was playing some good defense beyond the arc. Coach Cal's been making it a focus in practice to play better defense, and his team proved they can be a good defensive team when they're locked in. So honestly, there's no more excuses on why they can't get it done on defense this season. Kentucky's offense was clicking this game. They were shooting 63% from the field and 54% from three. They had 5 players score double-digit points. No team in college basketball can beat this Kentucky team if their offense is going crazy like this. Now let's talk about the breakout star of this game. Justin Edwards had one of the best games of his freshman season. He dropped 28 points, and plugins, the only shot he missed this game was a free throw. He was 10 for 10 from the field, and he was 4 for 4 from three. This is the most field goals made without a miss under Coach Cal. Justin Edwards has been on fire from three lately. He was shooting with a lot of confidence last game against LSU. He was 3 for 4, so he carried out that good shooting performance into this game. You can just tell this was going to be his breakout game. This is a great sign for Kentucky fans that Justin Edwards had a breakout game. They've been waiting on this all season, and it's almost time for the NCAA tournament, so this is perfect timing that he's playing well. So if Justin Edwards can put up a few games like this will really boost their chances to win an NCAA title. Another player who had a breakout game was Zavonimir. Recently, he hasn't been playing that many minutes, and people were wondering what's going on with him. Ever since his crazy debut, we haven't heard much from Big Z. The last 2 games, he played 4 minutes and scored 0 points. I don't get why Coach Cal wasn't giving him more minutes in these games, but this game, he changed things up, and he gave him 20 minutes off the bench, and he came up big for them, dropping 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 blocks. With Trey Mitchell being injured and Aaron Bradshaw not playing well these last 2 games, they're going to need Big Z to step up and give them solid production on both sides of the ball. He played well on defense, he was a great rim protector, and he was contesting a lot of shots in the paint. Kentucky really needs him to play well on defense for the rest of the season. If he has a few bad nights on offense, it's not going to really matter because they already have a bunch of players who can score, but they don't have a lot of good defenders. Zavonimir doing well on offense will just be the icing on the cake for this team. Antonio Reeves and Robert Dillingham did what they do every game, and that's being a bucket. Antonio Reeves had 24 points, and Rob had 16 points. They will continue to be Kentucky's best scorers. I expect them to keep carrying the scoring load. Reed Sheppard showed off his defense this game. He had 4 steals. When it comes to getting steals, he's one of the best players in the country. What I noticed is that Reed Sheppard has good instincts and awareness that just can't be taught. When it comes to getting steals, it's either you have it or you don't, and he definitely has it. I'm telling y'all right now, in the NCAA tournament, he would get a steal late in the game, and that's going to help Kentucky get a win. It's bound to happen. Adute Darrow is playing well these last few games, and he's been in the starting lineup. I feel like he should stay there for the rest of the season. He brings toughness and intensity to the team. Y'all feel what I'm saying, plugins? And he does a little bit of everything on the court. He's like an X factor for Kentucky. Before I end this video, let's talk about 2 players that have been struggling for Kentucky. First, let's talk about DJ Wagner. He missed a few games due to an ankle injury, and ever since he came back from that injury, he hasn't been the same. He has been struggling to score the ball, especially from 3. DJ Wagner has not made a 3-point shot since January 20th, which is crazy. But in DJ Wagner's defense, he doesn't really take that many 3-point shots a game, but he does need to start knocking them down when he gets opportunities. Also, the last time he scored double-digit points was on January 20th. It doesn't seem like his ankle is bothering him now. He's moving well up and down the court. His shots are just not falling. Fans on social media are wondering why he's starting over Robert Dillingham when Rob is clearly the best player. Even though I like to see Rob in the starting lineup before the regular season's over, I would still keep DJ in the starting lineup. Some of y'all might say I'm tripping in the comments, but I would still keep him in the starting lineup for now in hopes that he would get his confidence back and start playing better. Aaron Bradshaw's minutes have decreased. He hasn't played double-digit minutes since the Ole Miss game on January 13th. He hasn't been giving Kentucky much production on offense and defense. But Kentucky's going to need a player like him come March. Aaron Bradshaw is going to be fine. He's just having a little slump right now. Just like DJ Wagner, Aaron Bradshaw will have a breakout game soon. Kentucky looks like they're back on track. Hopefully they don't have any more bad games. The defense is totally not fixed, but at least it's looking decent right now. How do y'all feel about Justin Edwards' breakout game? How good will Kentucky be these next few games? Drop y'all opinions in the comments. Drop a like on the video and sub to the channel. Turn on post notifications so you know when I post. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you in the next video. Till next time.